make it hard for you to eat. Hood diet. Right before my eyes, I seen the hood dying. Falling victim to these streets, I wish I would try it. Yeah.
What's going on YouTube? It's me, Rico, man. I'm back with another video. I told y'all the next video will be a debate video, and y'all see about the title what we finna get into. Now, everybody could go a little way, whatever way they feeling about how I'm finna go about this debate. It's up to y'all. It's y'all opinion, just like mine is my opinion. But some of y'all might agree with me, some of y'all might not, but it is what it is, though. Everybody doesn't have to agree with the person in the debate. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion about the situation at hand. So, either way, I'm letting you know right now, it's not gonna make me mad one way or another. However y'all decide to take this debate, or how y'all decide to not agree with me on what I'm gonna say, pretty much in this debate. But it is what it is, though. Just know, my debate, I got a lot of facts. I ain't just saying shit out of thin air. Like, no, this everything I say is straight facts. Serious, simple. But pretty much though, the debate is who's the GOAT of the NBA, LeBron James or Michael Jordan. Now, I can see why a lot of y'all say Michael Jordan just because of the 6-0 thing in the finals. Ooh. Yeah, I know Bill Russell had what, 10 straight finals or 11 finals he won, whatever, something like that. If we was going by rings, yeah, you would choose Jordan over LeBron just because he got 6. LeBron got only 3 out of 6 finals. But it is what it is, though. 2 different eras, way different competition back then to versus now. So it is what it is. Y'all can agree with me on that for sure, because we all know the NBA isn't like how it was back then. In terms of talent too, talent-wise, back then, NBA definitely had some talent back then, back in the 90s, 80s, definitely, for sure. You had Magic, you had Kareem, you had Hakeem Olajuwon, you had Charles Barkley, AI, even AI in the current, 010, 09, 010 type shit, whatever you want to say, 2010, whatever. I forgot when he retired from basketball, but I know he played in the current NBA as well for a little bit, just like Kobe did before Kobe retired in 2016, whatever. But to be honest, I'm gonna go put it to y'all like this. My GOAT is, I'm telling y'all right now, my GOAT is LeBron James, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. It's simple. The reason why I say LeBron is because LeBron only missed the playoffs twice in his career. He went to a conference finals multiple times on his own, went to multiple finals on his own, and on top of that, he is a big key benefactor to the teams he has been put on. Like, the Cavs that he been with for 7 years, they were nothing without him. Until LeBron came, he changed that team all the way around. Like, he's the reason why they was able to make the playoffs ever since he got to the team. But like I said, excluding his first 2 years in the NBA, after that, they made it to the playoffs every year after that, and he's the reason why. Like, Cleveland didn't have nobody since back then, like back in Jordan time. So pretty much, they was kind of like the bottom team in the East for majority of the years until LeBron came or whatever. After they old little dynasty had basically got old, retired, or got traded away and shit. Like I said, he's been a big impact on the court for his teams. There is no team that he has been on has done better without him. Look what happened. First time he left Cleveland, they were nothing without him. They got Kyrie. I'm gonna give y'all that. They got Kyrie, but Kyrie still didn't take them nowhere on his own. LeBron was the only one able to take that franchise somewhere on his own. 2 straight finals just to back him up on that. Now, Jordan. Yeah, he missed the playoffs, like the first 6 years of his career or whatever, or however it goes. Like I said, 2 different eras and stuff, way different competition and all that. Pretty much though, he was pretty much on his own before Scottie Pippen to Steve Kerr, Horace Grant, and all of them finally came. He's on his own. He didn't get to go anywhere much in the playoffs. He barely made playoffs a few times and always got outed in the first or the second round. I think he only made the second round a couple times, but still didn't really do too well after that. But like I said, he didn't really impact the team as much when he was on his own. Like, yeah, he was putting up great individual records and stats and stuff, but on top of that, like they always say, this is a team sport. Just because you're good individually doesn't mean you're guaranteed success on your own. You always gonna need your Robin to be your why you be Batman type shit. Like, you're always gonna need your Robin. You're gonna need help. You're gonna need a lot of people in that system to be able to how they complement your game, pretty much, like to help you take your team to the next level. Like, pretty much you're gonna need some people to do the dirty work for you. You can't do all the dirty work on your own. Pretty much you're always gonna need somebody that's gonna take the pressure off of you and then help your job, make it more easier for you to do, so you can go ahead and help that team win the championship. So like I said, when Scottie Pippen and all of them came, they helped complement Jordan game so well. That's why they went 6-0 in the finals so many times. That's why they won so many titles. That's why they went so far so many times. When Jordan and them got together, y'all know what happened. Won 6-0 and beat a lot of great talent in the playoffs. He stopped some people winning their rings. That's why a lot of teams say that they was kind of mad about how the Bulls were, because they were the reason why some of them never got a ring. Like Karl Malone ain't never get a ring, which is because of Jordan. And then on top of that, Supersonics, Seattle Supersonics, they didn't get a ring because of Jordan. Jordan pretty much stopped a lot of people in the finals, like I said, during his 6-0. Like, he stopped a lot of people from getting their first ever ring. Some of them, I don't even think the people that he put out in the finals even got a ring ever since. Like, they never even competed for a finals again, I don't think. Pretty much, except for Magic and them. Magic and them always had championships before they got ousted by the Bulls twice or once in the finals or whatever. Same with Boston. Boston, they were able to beat the Bulls countless times in the playoffs to get to a finals, and that's why Larry Bird got 2 championships, Kevin McHale and all of them. They had a dynasty, as we all know, just like how Magic and them had a dynasty. And for all y'all saying LeBron started super teams, that's not true. That's not true at all. Magic had Kareem, Hill, James Worthy. Then who else? Bulls had Scottie Pippen, Jordan, Dennis Rodman, and so on and so on. Yeah, those teams was built like they ain't nobody ever left their team at all. Their team was built from the ground up. But let me tell y'all something for y'all that don't know. LeBron, he been trying to build a dynasty at Cleveland before he had left the first time. For y'all that don't know, the GM didn't care about LeBron. He didn't want to give LeBron help. He didn't want to help him get his team to go to the next level. He only wanted to get him washed up players, or players that weren't like how they were back in their prime. For example, Shaq. Another example, Ben Wallace. And then on top of that, who was he left with as the second best player outside of him being the first option? Either Mo Williams, or Larry Hughes. And we all know what happened. Like, they didn't show up really in the playoffs as much as they needed them to. Like, they went ghost. LeBron had to carry them countless times through multiple playoff series. Like I said, finals. Didn't make no better. He faced the Spurs. Spurs, a dynasty, another dynasty, built from the ground up. Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan. And they had good defenders on that team. So for a lot of y'all saying, oh, LeBron didn't do shit in that finals. Okay, but y'all gotta know that Spurs had a good system for the get-go. They had a good offensive side to their game. They had a good defensive side to their game. And look what happened. They was playing good defense, and they knew how to play LeBron. They knew what to do to stop LeBron from doing what he was always doing, which was dunking on people, getting an assist to wide open man. Not a wide open man. That whole series weren't really hitting their shots like they were supposed to. Like, LeBron was setting them up for success, but it's still up to that player to hit that shot when giving it. So if they not executing off of that assist from LeBron, then this game ain't gonna go out that way. It ain't gonna work for them. They're not gonna win anything. LeBron can't do everything in that type of series. Like, it's a team effort. Playing the Spurs, it's a team effort. Not just one man is gonna be able to do it on his own. put MJ in that situation. MJ was not going to do it on his own. Yeah, he probably could have dropped 40 every game, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't amount up to a W, then it was for no reason, then it's going to be a waste. Like, that game is just going to be a waste. Each performance is going to count as an L either way, so either way, just because he dropped 40, it's still going to not mean anything in the long run, because if you didn't win that game, then that 40 was just for nothing. Yeah, it's going to look good individually, but team-wise, it's not going to mean anything. It's not going to do anything for y'all. It's not going to help y'all get better at all. If one person is the only one that's really doing something, then it's not going to do anything for the rest of the team. Simple. Like I said, you can put a lot of greats in that situation. Nobody has ever done it on their own. Like I said, LeBron has been a big impact to the teams he's been on. Like I said, even when he was gone, them teams did not do nothing. MJ left the Bulls, twice? Because he retired twice. I know he retired when he went to go play baseball. And the second time was after he won his 6th championship, but then came back to play for the Washington Wizards or whatever. Bulls was still a playoff contention team. They were still a 50-win team without him. And then, like I said, after they traded him, then they went downhill, pretty much. Not traded, or however you want to put it, but after they traded Scottie Pippen and shit, then they went downhill after that. Like, the Bulls weren't doing anything ever since after that. After they finally got rid of Scottie Pippen, then there was Rodman and all of them was off the team. That team was just trash after that for a little while. I do get good recognition though. Like I said, that team was unstoppable. Back when they had Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Jordan, Steve Kerr, the other little shooters they had on there, Bill Cartwright and all of them, they all played their roles well. They did what they were supposed to do. If it wasn't for them playing the way that they played, Jordan probably still wouldn't have won 6-0 championships. He wouldn't have never won 6-0. If Scottie Pippen didn't develop into the player he was, Jordan still would never won the championship. Simple. And Dennis Rodman wasn't the type of defender player he was, doing what he had to do to throw the other team off their game. I'll probably say they'll still kind of win, but they wouldn't win like the way they won if he didn't play the way he played. Because Dennis Rodman was one of those pesky players, like, ooh, nigga, like, get out my way. Like, why is you fucking move? Type shit. Like, Dennis Rodman was that type of player where he'll get on your nerves and throw you off your fucking game. So that's a good piece that they added after Detroit had this, basically took apart their team, the bad boys and stuff. They lost Rick Mahorn to a fantasy draft, pretty much, expansion draft, because Minnesota Timberwolves came into the league finally, and he went there. He ended up being drafted to their team, so that pretty much started the destruction of the bad boys right there, because him and Bill Lemire, or however, Bill Lemire or whatever, they were the two towers that nobody wanted to see at all in the fucking post. Them guys would literally either put fear in you or throw you off your fucking game. You couldn't literally drive that much against them because the physical type of defense they played. That's why Jordan got put out in the playoffs against them twice, like 2 or 3 times. The reason why was because they had the defensive strategy to stop them, which was called the Jordan rules. Now, for y'all that don't know or want to disregard as if it had nothing to do with the league, it really did. He is the reason why technical fouls were called. He's the reason why hand checking was finally made. All y'all that don't know that, well, now y'all do, because if Jordan never got the lead to finally say, all right, it's enough of that hard fouling and stuff, hard defense, physical defense and all that, he's the reason why that's all happened. He's the reason why the league is the way it is now. Hand checking was still probably allowed for a little bit, but it's not as much anymore in today's NBA. But like I said, Jordan played a big role in that, because if the league never had finally looked at that series where he lost twice to them, and the reason why was because of the physical play, and he was getting kind of banged up and shit, because we all seen the docu-series with the Bulls, how many countless times he always said, I had to go in the gym, do this and that, change my game up a little bit, get stronger and shit, because he had to start lifting even more and stuff and doing more workouts that would get his physical physique up so he could actually withstand that type of defense and all that. Without technical fouls and all that good stuff, Jordan probably would still get ousted by them just because of the simple fact Pimpin and them, they showed that they couldn't really help him out in that type of series. Like that series, you had Ben Lemire, you had Rick Mahorn, and then you had Isaiah Thomas. You had all of those guys that's using their physical advantage to throw you off your game. And then since back then, like I said, since the physical play was allowed, it definitely took a toll on Jordan on games night in and night out. Like he had a hard time recovering after each physical game that they played in that series. So if the league never did anything about that, like I said, it probably would have been tougher for Jordan to win. It finally beat them the way he did. Like I said, the final destruction of the bad boys and stuff, they finally basically fell off and stuff. Bill Lemire and all of them kind of got into it. Isaiah Thomas, they got into it at practice. Isaiah Thomas tried to punch him or whatever. He broke his hand, so that was the end right there, pretty much of that dynasty. Like I said, Jordan definitely needed help to win these championships. Y'all keep making it seem like, oh, he went 6-0, 6-0. Oh, he did this. He never lost in the finals. He never went to a game 7. Y'all got to look at the fact that Jordan had better teammates surrounding him the majority of the league at that time that he went on his first 3-0 run for the finals. And then his second 3-0 run, they was still the best team throughout the whole NBA, the majority of teams combined. Like, it was just the best. You couldn't beat them. The Bulls were basically that juggernaut that nobody could get over. Like, they was just unstoppable. You couldn't do nothing against them. You could play the best defense you wanted to, but all game you're still going to get burnt by Jordan and Pippen and Steve Kerr and all of them when they're hitting their shots. Like I said, like Jordan needed shooters. He definitely needed shooters because you couldn't always just drive the whole game. It's not going to work like that. You're definitely going to need people to hit mid-range shots. You're going to need people to hit the three-point shot. Like I said, all those points count. All those type of plays matter. Like, if Jordan didn't have that type of help he had, it would have definitely never been a 6-0 discussion. He probably would have at least won one. I would have gave him one. At least one. But if he didn't get the teammates he had, it definitely wouldn't be no discussion for a 6-0. He definitely wouldn't be discussed as the greatest ever. Yes, individually, we could say he would be one of the top greatest to ever play. Definitely just because he had a lot of Defensive Player of the Year awards. He had a lot of MVPs. He had a lot of scoring titles. What else? He had a lot of first NBA NBA teams, All-Star games, All-Star MVPs. Like I said, he had a lot of individual accolades that arguably can't nobody put off. Like, either way, Jordan was going to be a great player. But like I said, without the teammates he had and the team that the GM had surrounded him with, he would have never had the team accolades at the championships, the playoff series wins, none of that. He would have just been a great player that never win a ring, pretty much like Charles Barkley, you know, like Charles Barkley, AI, Karl Malone, shit, who else? There's a lot of other greats that never won the championship. He just would have been another one, but he would have been better still than them just because of the accolades he had. Like I said, he was a offensive juggernaut that really couldn't nobody really stop. Like, even on his worst game, I will give you all this. He was definitely still one of the best to beat in the court. No matter if he was sick, no matter if the man was not feeling well, the man would still drop 40 on your head. It's simple. I ain't gonna knock that off. Like, he's just an offensive juggernaut. Like, you can't really do nothing against him. Like, simple. But like I said, individually, that wouldn't work. In today's NBA, that wouldn't work. Yeah, everybody's saying he would have dropped 60 in this league. You damn right he would have dropped 60 in today's NBA, because hand checking definitely ain't allowed. Just breathing on the motherfucker ain't even allowed. Shit, a foul, you gonna get that every fucking play against that man. Like, he's gonna drop 60 or more. Shit, I'll give it to him. He would have dropped probably 70 damn near. Shit, fuck all them 60 talk. He would probably drop 70, 80 points a game. But at the end of the day, wouldn't work out for him because you still gotta have the teammates that's gonna be able to complement your game. LeBron tried it. LeBron did what he could. He did the best that he could with the situations he had in his first 7 years in Cleveland. And then on his own, when Kyrie and Love was hurt, or after Kyrie finally left, they went back to being that same Cavs team that it was the first 7 years he was there. He still did what he had to do on his individual accolades as far as that. And he was still doing what he had to do. He's dropping 20 plus a game, getting 8 assists a game, getting 8 rebounds a game, as well as playing a little bit of defense here and there. Now that he's older, of course, people are saying, oh, he's not even a better defender than such and such. Yeah, because he's getting up there in age. He already has to do so much on the offensive end. Of course, it's gonna dampen his game on the defensive end, because after he just did what he had to do on the offensive end, now you gotta say he gotta play defense against the greatest, like some of the greatest players that's gonna definitely go down the Hall of Fame, like Kevin Durant. Like, come on now, like, he already has to expend a lot of energy on the offense. You can't expect him to have that same energy, given that his age is like 34 right now. On the defensive end, like, he's getting slower, he's gonna get older. So pretty much he's definitely gotta stay at least good at one end of the court. He can't just be trash at both ends of the court. So that's why he needs teammates that's gonna make up for that on the defensive end. After he already had to do a lot on the offensive end, and he's gonna need somebody that can still do so on the defensive end. They can't just let everything go his way. It can't go like that. It can't be all on one person. He's gonna need help to take that load off. He already got a lot of load to carry, so pretty much he gotta do what he gotta do and hope for the best. 2, yeah, y'all can say, oh, LeBron needed Wade and them. Of course, everybody needs somebody. Michael Jordan needed Pippen. Magic needed Kareem and James Worthy. Larry Bird needed Kevin McHale, and all the other players on that team. Bill Russell, back then, they league was definitely different from the MJ era, so I ain't gonna say that he needed anybody, because pretty much they was juggernauts already. Like I said, Celtics and the Lakers already got the majority of the championships ever with the NBA's time. Like, they got, 16, and the Lakers got like 17 or whatever. The leagues, like I said, different eras, different talent. I would definitely say today's current NBA definitely has more talent overall than the previous league, how it used to be and stuff combined. Like, you got more explosive point guards, the position that wasn't really a go-to, going drive to the paint and dunk on people. Like, you got Damian Lillard dunking on anybody. You got John Wall dunking on anybody. Derrick Rose back in his prime, and even sometimes a little bit now, whenever he got the chance, he'll dunk on somebody. You got what's another good point guard that be dunking? There's so many point guards in the league that's dunking now compared to back then. Then you got the shooting guards as well, not just good at dunking on people or driving in the paint. Shooters, like, they're actually shooting the 3-point ball way better than the previous eras of the NBA. Like, today's NBA would probably run majority of the previous eras, just because of the simple fact today's NBA players are better equipped with shooting the 3-ball. A lot of them are better at spacing the floor and shooting the 3, shooting mid-range shots. Even centers are shooting 3s and hitting mid-range shots better than the previous era of power forwards and centers. Today's power forwards and centers, they're more of a stretch big. Pretty much they gotta play the inside and outside if they want to be able to be useful in today's NBA. Because the true big man wouldn't last in today's NBA. Some might, depending on how good your offensive game is and defensive game. If you good at both of them and you play on real well, then you're gonna still be useful. You're still gonna have a shot at being on the team. But today's NBA, they really want people that can shoot the 3 and shoot the mid-range jumper. Even if you are a center, like, you gotta have a jump shot now. Like, it's just mandatory. You gotta have a jump shot. If you ain't got a jump shot, if you ain't got a jump shot, you definitely gotta have a post game. If you ain't got a post game, then you pretty much ain't gonna be useful at all. You might as well go to a out of country league or something, just because of the simple fact if you ain't got no post game or outside game, they're not gonna be able to use you, especially on defensive end. If you ain't playing good defense either, like if you're not gonna be able to stop stretch bigs or other players outside of that position, then you're not gonna be useful to the team at all. That's why everybody is trying to play small ball now. That's the big thing now, small ball. Small ball in today's NBA would run previous eras NBA of the what you want to call it? What's the word? Traditional team basketball, like the traditional starting five of a true big man at the center, a power forward who can kind of shoot the mid range and play inside like a center, and then a small forward that's basically the facilitator, either playing defense on majority of the 1 through the 5, or distributing the ball, getting assists, and also scoring just like how LeBron is, and stuff like that, so on and so on. And then the shooting guard who actually can shoot and play defense and shit, the two-way guard pretty much. Same with the point guard, can also facilitate, distribute the ball, play defense, and score when needed, and stuff like that. But now in today's NBA, they playing small ball, so pretty much you got an undersized center, which is probably like 6'8", 6'9". On some nights, like LeBron gotta play center 1 through play the 5 for whatever reason, or Kawhi Leonard gotta play the 4 or the 5 for whatever reason in certain situations. Then you got Draymond Green playing the 4 or the 5 on some given nights, even though he's really a small forward. But since he's so good on the defensive end and stuff like that, they got him playing the 4 sometimes. Sometimes they got him playing the 5, depending on the team that they're playing. Like the Lakers, they got Kyle Kuzma playing the 4 or the 5. You know, Kuzma is more of, I would say, like a small forward / shooting guard, just because he's a scorer. Like he can actually shoot and all that stuff. You got him playing the shooting guard position, or the small forward, or the power forward, or some nights the center. If they can't use JaVale McGee or Zubac in the paint, because like against the Warriors, you gotta play small ball, because a traditional big man, he ain't really gonna be able to do much, even if you let him play defense on the outside. If the offensive player on the outside is better than the player guarding him, it's not gonna make a difference if you playing defense on him, because either way it's gonna still be points dropped on that player easily. So you basically gotta adjust to the way the other team is playing. So now you gotta use an undersized player at the small forward or the center position or the power forward position, however you want to put it. Even some smaller players that's 6'6" or whatever playing small forward. MJ had to play small forward a little bit. LeBron had to play shooting guard, small forward a little bit early on in his career, because LeBron wasn't always 6'8", 6'9". He was 6'6" when he came into the league, believe it or not. He was playing shooting guard for a little bit when he first came into the league. But as he grew and stuff got bigger, they started using him at the small forward, the power forward, and the center position. He was already a guard at heart, though. So a lot of people can say, "Oh, I would take MJ over LeBron because MJ is a scorer." Yeah, I wouldn't argue against you on that, because yeah, at the end of the day, you really want somebody that can definitely score the ball really well. Like LeBron, he's not that option all the time. Like where, oh, I need you to go get this 3, or I need you to shoot this shot. Like no, he's more of a facilitator. He looks for the passing. He is a pass first player more than he is a scoring first player. Like if he wanted to score, don't get me wrong, LeBron can score when he wants to score. For y'all that saying, oh, he ain't that good offensively, that man is a shooter whenever he wants to be. Like the stats don't lie. His 3-point percentage career overall is better than MJ and Kobe, even Kevin Durant. His regular field goal percentage for the 2 points is definitely better than MJ, Kobe, and Durant right now. Even Carmelo, just because he plays the inside so well. He knows how to create open shots. He knows how to get in the paint. He knows how to find his shot beyond the 3-point line and all that. Like we already seen countless times LeBron shoot the 3 so damn well. Like you would have thought that he was a 3-point specialist, but he really isn't. But on a hot night, he's definitely gonna be hard to guard out from anywhere on the court. He's gonna be able to shoot the 3 on you. He's gonna be able to drive on you. He's gonna be able to shoot the mid range on you. It's just he's an unstoppable player when he's hot. Like MJ, when he get hot, MJ, it's hard to stop MJ. When Kobe get hot, it's hard to stop Kobe. But LeBron all the way around is gonna affect the game either way. He's gonna affect how people is going to play defense. He's going to affect how the offensive is ran. He's going to affect the game in so many ways. That's why I would put LeBron, because he's an all-around more complete player than these players I just talked about. He's definitely more all-around complete than Jordan. He's definitely more all-around complete than Kobe. He's definitely more all-around complete than Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant barely could even lead the Warriors on his own when Steph Curry and them got hurt. When Steph Curry got hurt, the Warriors were looking kind of, what you want to say? They basically open season on them. Like, pretty much anybody can compete with the Warriors when Steph Curry got hurt. Steph Curry, believe it or not, is the more important piece to that team than Kevin Durant is. Simple. Steph Curry the only one that knows how to play with that team. He knows how to get the team to a W. He knows how to carry that team. Kevin Durant, it's kind of like he doesn't know if he want to be the leader or if he want to just be that person that's going to go out and drop 30 and still help the team get a W, because on his own, he's folds under intense situations as far as who's getting the last shot or who's going to play defense on this player or who's going to get this defensive stop and facilitate on the other end, because that's why they got Draymond playing as the facilitator. But either way, Kevin Durant doesn't take over when he should take over. Just like LeBron doesn't take over when he should. Like, sometimes he'll either look to pass or sometimes he will look to score and take over the game at the end of the game. But that's always been the biggest knock against LeBron. That's why a lot of people say Jordan, just because Jordan would take over when Jordan had to take over. But Jordan, like I said, was more all around a better scorer. Like, he had more skills wise to score the ball. Like, any night it wasn't no way you could plan against Jordan. Like, you just couldn't plan against that. Like, he's gonna score no matter what. Even if you threw two people at him, he's gonna find a way to get to the basket and draw contact or find an open person. Like, just like LeBron will be able to find an open person. You can't defend. You can't even plan against LeBron either. Like Greg Popovich said, you can't plan against LeBron. And LeBron's gonna do what LeBron does no matter what. And the only way he's gonna be thrown off himself is if he's not hitting shots. That's the only way. Defense, yeah, he's got to defend good a lot of times, but at the same time, he still is finding a way to drop 20 plus on you, no matter how good of a defense you're playing. The man can shoot 2 of 10 and still find a way to drop 20 on you. Simple. But plus, LeBron has found ways to even score 30 or more points on fewer shots than Kobe would take. He would find more ways to shoot for 40 points and still find less shots to do that. Like, he would still use less shots throughout the whole game to drop 40 on the people. Like, people couldn't defend against that. LeBron would do whatever he wanted to do. LeBron is physically the all-around most complete player of all time. Like, there's no way nobody can stop LeBron. Like, LeBron, the only way he can stop himself is himself. Like, can't nobody else do it. You gotta be able to play defense. You gotta be able to play offense, which he was able to do throughout his career. You gotta be able to facilitate, which is he always been a pass-first player. Like I said, he already know how to facilitate. He knows how to get his boards. He knows how to assist. He knows how to get his steals. He's just all around, like I said, a big impact to the team. Like, every team he's been on hasn't been the same since him. LeBron was the leader that would help the team out, get them farther than what they was expected to go. Lakers not even expected to go far, but they was already doing real good when he got there. People was already like, oh, I want LeBron to come, this and that. This is Kobe's team. Kobe last year on the team, he didn't even take the Lakers anywhere. The only thing memorable from before he retired was him dropping 60 and stuff before he retired. Just him having an offensive game, like, pretty much. That's the only thing we remember as far as the past 2 years before he retired. The team wasn't even good after Paul Gasol and Derek Fisher and all of them were gone off the team. The team wasn't even that good no more. They wasn't even in playoff contention. Now that LeBron came, just LeBron. LeBron surrounded basically with the same team Kobe had before he retired. He's still doing more than what Kobe was doing the past 2 years of his career, impactful player from the jump. Like, as soon as you get him, you're instantly automatically put as a playoff contention team or a championship caliber team, just because of the simple fact, in the East, he ran the East. We all know that, without a doubt, he ran the East. Yeah, he lost in the conference finals to Boston, but Boston had a dynasty with Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce. Come on now, there wasn't nobody stopping that team on their own. Miami wasn't stopping that team on their own when they just had Dwayne Wade and Udonis Haslem and them like that. They weren't stopping that Boston team. And Dwayne Wade was still doing basically what LeBron was doing when he got put out against Boston, being the main option. Like, he ain't had no other better option to go to. He was the main person that was able to do anything on the court that he wanted to do. He didn't have to have somebody find him to get his shot. He would create his own shots and everything, just like that, and facilitate if he had to, if his teammates are hitting their shots. If not, then he would be mainly the option to score the ball. Chris Bosh and them definitely weren't stopping no Boston. Chris Bosh was just a power forward. He couldn't play the 1 through the 5. He could only play the 4 and the 5, not anything below that. Bosh wasn't able to do it on his own. That's why they joined together in Miami, because Miami became the team that could actually compete with Boston, because now you got LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Bosh, and then you got them surrounded with shooters, as far as Mario Chalmers, and then you have Mike Miller. And then later on you got Shane Battier. Then you got other players that was just complimented their game so well. That's why they were able to finally beat Boston when they joined together. Like, they were able to overcome that hump that was stopping them. Just like the Bulls had to get players to help Jordan overcome humps, as far as Detroit and Boston and Magic and them. He needed those guys. He needed them definitely. Without Scottie Pippen and them, he would have never overcame them humps. They would have still been putting them out, and he probably would only be competing as far as for a division title or a conference finals title. But like I said, if he would have had to met up with Boston or Detroit, then those obviously wouldn't have happened. Like, he wouldn't have got those division titles or the conference final titles. Like, those teams would have stopped him simple on his own. But like I said, this is why I say LeBron is the GOAT, because LeBron has left the team and they done miserable without him. Now when he rejoined that team, now they're back as a championship caliber type team again. Same with Miami. Miami won on there. Yeah, Dwayne Wade had Shaq and Antoine Walker and they helped him get his first ring and shit. Even though he was the clutch player of that series. Without Dwayne Wade, they wouldn't even have been in the position to play Dallas in the finals. Like, they wouldn't have been there at all in the playoffs. Shaq wasn't even the same Shaq he was in LA when he got to Miami. They definitely needed to depend on Dwayne Wade that series, but like I said, Dwayne Wade had players that was also helping him out and taking some of the load off that he would have had if he was there on his own. Like, if he was surrounded with a mediocre team, that wasn't going to help him at all. He probably wouldn't even have got to that finals. Just like LeBron had got to the finals at least twice on his own, but still LeBron was that player that was smart and had the highest basketball IQ on the court than both teams combined. Like, he knew what he had to do. He knew what it took to get his team to the next level. Yeah, when it came to the finals, he lost against the Spurs. Like I said, Spurs were a dynasty. That team, they were just all around prepared to play against that type of Cavaliers team. The Cavaliers only had LeBron. Like I said, the second best option was Mo Williams or Larry Hughes, and they weren't even dropping 20 plus a game like that. So without LeBron, no team wouldn't even have been in the situation they were in. Same for 2013, 12, and 14. Without LeBron, Miami wouldn't have won the 2012 title against OKC. They probably wouldn't even have been in the finals for that year. Just like they would have definitely lost in 2013 to the Spurs. But luckily, Miami had clamped down in the last games of that series and finally had played the true Miami basketball they played the year before. But that year, they were kind of already playing for a disaster, because that series, they were definitely in danger of not even winning that series. They were almost going to get put out by by the Spurs because Spurs was just hitting threes all over the fucking court. Denny Green knocking all his threes. Who else? What's the other point guard? Patty Mills knocking all his threes. And I forgot what other 3-point shooter. I think they had Richard Jefferson, didn't they? I think Richard Jefferson was on that team. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But it was a lot of players on that Spurs team that was just hitting 3 balls so fucking well. Miami couldn't even really defend that shit. The only way they was able to stay in was with Dwayne Wade and LeBron, especially with LeBron doing what he had to do. LeBron had to get damn near 30 points a game and 10 plus assists a game just for them to get the W. Dwayne Wade, that series, he wasn't even the best Dwayne Wade as far as the year before because Dwayne Wade was barely dropping 15 to 18 points that series. Same with Bosh. Bosh wasn't even dropping 20 in that series. He was dropping more than, I would say, at least 15 at the most. 15 points in that series. He wasn't really helping out as much as far as the defensive end and getting boards. Like, even the Spurs team was out rebounding that Miami Heat team so many times throughout that series. So, like I said, without LeBron, that team definitely should have lost or could have lost that year. But LeBron and them buckled down. Then, didn't get panic mode. They didn't hit the panic button just yet. They just did what they had to do to finally come back in that series and win it in Game 7. And then the year after that, we saw what happened. Same thing from the year before. It's just this time Miami couldn't stop them. It was just Spurs was just hitting threes all over the fucking court. They couldn't stop that. They couldn't even defend against it. Even if they did, the shots were still falling. So like they say, even though it was good defense, it was better offense. So either way, that series, like we saw, just Miami just got put out like miserably. Like they, 4-1? Yeah, they got put out bad that series. Pretty much same shit from the series before, the year before. Spurs should have won this year before, but they didn't show up in the clutch. But the following year, they definitely made up for it. Like I said, they went 4-1 against that Miami team. That's why that team went as far without LeBron. Like I said, that's why LeBron is the biggest impactful player ever in the NBA all around, because he knows how to get his team set up for success. He just needs those teammates that's gonna be able to drop 15 or more points a game. He can't do nothing with somebody that's only dropping 9 or 10 points here and there. He needs somebody that's gonna be consistently like Dwayne Wade and Bosh to drop 15 or more points per game, guaranteed. Like, he's gonna need somebody to rebound the ball as well. You can't just count on him to go grab your boards, even though he's capable of grabbing about 15 boards a game if he wanted to. But you can't keep asking him for that, because it's gonna definitely fatigue him so many times. Like, if he gotta do all that, then you pretty much saying like y'all nothing without him, pretty much. Because like I said, if he ain't doing what he's doing, the teams that he was on definitely ain't winning nothing at all. They're not even going far at all. So like I said, that's why LeBron is my GOAT, just because he made it to a finals twice on his own. He's took mediocre teams far in the playoffs so many times on his own than Jordan ever did. He's also basically played against more talent. If we want to get serious about the competition between LeBron's finals and MJ's finals, LeBron's finals competition is way more competitive than ones that Jordan faced. Karl Malone, no. Yeah, you had John Stockton, but that team wasn't going to beat no Bulls. Supersonics wasn't going to beat no Bulls. That was their first ever finals to begin with, until the team finally moved to OKC, became the Thunder with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. That team wasn't going to beat no Bulls with just Sean Kemp and whoever else they had. Phoenix Suns wasn't going to beat no Bulls with the team that they had. Charles Barkley and them, they weren't going to be able to stop Jordan at all. Jordan had Pimpin', you had Horace Grant, you had Dennis Rodman, you had Paxson, you had Steve Kerr. You had so many players that could score on that end of the court and then play defensive well as on the other end of the court. And playing against that, you weren't going to stop that Bulls team. But the teams that LeBron has played definitely could have gave Bulls competition, just because of the simple fact Kevin Durant was a walking bucket still ever since he was on OKC back in 2012. And the following years before that, like, he was still an offensive bucket no matter what. Then you have Russell Westbrook, one of the most offensive, explosive point guards in today's era. Probably throughout every era, he's probably one of the best, top of the best point guards to ever play the game, just because of explosiveness and how well he's able to be. He basically a walking triple-double, just like a LeBron. He's a mini LeBron, pretty much. He's a walking triple-double, just like LeBron. So he's definitely one of the best point guards that could have definitely gave the works to Steve Kerr and Paxson and all of them at the point guard position. Even some of the backup shooting guards for Jordan, he could have gave them the works. Pippen, the only way they would be able to beat OKC is if they had Pippen guarding basically Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant was 6'9", 6'10", Devin there 7 foot, and then have Jordan basically guard Russell Westbrook, and then James Harden pretty much Dennis Rodman or whoever would just guard Harden, just because Jordan could pretty much low-key guard both of them. But he can't guard both people at the same time, so obviously they're gonna need somebody else to guard Harden. The Spurs, definitely the Spurs. Like I said, Spurs always been a dynasty ever since the early '90s and stuff. To even currently, well, not currently, because they're kind of trash, but they're still getting W's, but they're still kind of trash as compared to the previous teams. Definitely, the 2013-14 Spurs could have did something against the Bulls. Like I said, that was a dynasty too. Pretty much, they could have played against anybody. They could have played against the Boston Celtics. They could have played against the Lakers. They could have played against the Bulls. Anybody. Who else? That LeBron has played in the finals. Golden State definitely better than majority of the teams, if not all the teams that the Bulls have ever played in the finals back in Jordan time. Like, they're definitely way better offensively and defensively. Like, I wouldn't say defensively, but offensively, definitely without a doubt better all around. Like, you ain't stopping that team. It's hard to. LeBron almost did it, but like I said, that's only if Curry is playing bad, that's if Klay Thompson is playing bad, and that's if Draymond is playing bad, which he usually on occasionally all the time playing bad, because he ain't been the same player he was back in 2015 and 16. He ain't the same player. Like, his shooting has went way down. His points per game has went down. His assists per game, I think, went down. Everything just about his game this year isn't like how it used to be. Definitely, we can all see that. But that Golden State team makes up more than half of the teams that Jordan has ever played in the finals better. Like, their team right there is just an offensive juggernaut. They're all basically a walking bucket team, pretty much. But this video is long enough. Like I said, I gave y'all straight facts. Like I said, all of this isn't just opinionated, it's straight facts. Like I said, I can see why y'all would choose Jordan just because he went 6-0, but at the same time, y'all can't sit here. Oh yeah, another thing about that is I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, he was 6-0 in the finals. Okay, then he had teammates on that team that helped him get 6-0. Ain't that the reason why he went 6-0? Because he didn't go nowhere on his own. He didn't win anything on his own except individual accolades, rewards, and all that. He didn't do anything on his own as far as in the postseason. Like, you can't just say, oh, Jordan went 6-0, LeBron went 3-6. Okay, this is a team sport. Jordan needed teammates that was going to help him go 6-0. He didn't do it on his own, so don't make it seem like it's an individual achievement when it's a team achievement. That's why people got to realize, just because LeBron went 3-6 in the finals doesn't mean that LeBron was the main reason why they lost. LeBron is the reason why the team even got to the finals in the first place. So you can't sit here and be that selfish and say, oh, LeBron should have did this, LeBron should have did that. Okay, LeBron's been doing that the entire career. He's been in the NBA. How much more do y'all want the man to do? He's already carrying a whole hell of a load in the regular season. Now y'all want him to do that 2 times more in the playoffs? Because the playoffs is definitely a different ball game. The playoffs is definitely more competitive more defense is being played. The best games are being played pretty much in the playoffs. It's definitely different than the regular season. So y'all saying y'all want him to do twice as more work in the playoffs too as well just to get a W. It's not gonna happen. He's gonna burn himself out. He's gonna get fatigued, and pretty much he's gonna be unable to really even do anything once he's fatigued. Like, he's pretty much drained. So I can't sit here and say he went 3-6 on his own. Like, he didn't go 3-6 on his own. He had teammates. His teammates weren't performing the way he needed them to. So of course, if only he is the only one that's actually knocking down his shots and shit, of course he's gonna lose. Like, he's the only one that's knocking down his shots. He needs help. He needs people that's gonna take the pressure off him. He's gonna need people to hit their shots too, not just him. You can't just depend on one player on the offensive end throughout the whole series. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's never been heard of. If that was the case, like I said, if that's the case, if Jordan 160, then y'all basically saying he need pimping and all of them. That's disrespectful right there. Just like how y'all want to say, oh, it's disrespectful LeBron calling himself the GOAT. It's disrespectful saying Jordan went 6-0 in the finals. Jordan didn't go 6-0 on his own. He had pimping. He had et cetera amount of teammates and Cole helping him. Without them, he wouldn't be 6-0 in the finals, period. So y'all gotta stop making it seem like the man did everything on his own. He hasn't. Just like I said, finals is a team achievement. You can't win it on your own. Never been heard of and never will be done before by just one person. Simple. But that's basically my end of my debate. I got LeBron over Jordan all game, all year, every year. I don't care what it is. Like, LeBron is gonna be the person that facilitate my team. If I had to choose somebody to start my team, I'm taking LeBron off top. Just because he's gonna do everything I need him to do as far as on the offensive end and defensive end. But if we talking about LeBron in his, I would say the LeBron of the Miami Heat era that he went to the team. Like, I would say I would take that LeBron, not this LeBron, just because LeBron is more offensively better than he ever has been than in previous times in his career. It's still not gonna do much because that would be like basically I'll take Jordan. Just because Jordan, if I wasn't just somebody that could do something on the offensive end, then I would have took Jordan or somebody or Kobe. But if I want somebody that's gonna be able to do everything on the defensive end and offensive end, I'm taking LeBron. Just because he's gonna be able to facilitate, he's gonna be able to play defense, he's gonna be able to distribute the ball, all that. I'm gonna take LeBron every time, no matter what. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, Kobe and over scores and all of that, but at the end of the day, just scoring ain't gonna win. Like I already said, Jordan couldn't do it on his own. Jordan was the best offensive player ever in his era, and he couldn't win on his own. Kobe couldn't win on his own. He needed Shaq. He needed Paul Gasol. He needed Derek Fisher. He needed Ron Artest. He needed Andrew Bynum. He needed those players to help him win. He couldn't win on his own. He needed a Shaq. He needed a Rick Fox. He needed all those players. He needed them. He wouldn't have won on his own either. But it is what it is. Y'all can go however y'all want to go about this debate. I said my piece, and it is what it is. I don't care if y'all feeling some type of way about it. Like I said, this is my opinion, and I'm using facts to back up my opinion. And y'all can't say, oh, Jordan went 6-0, that shit's dead. Jordan didn't go 6-0 on his own. The only way you can say Jordan went 6-0 on his own is if he didn't have pimping, which is hard to do because you can't rewrite history. So it is what it is. Like I said, LeBron's my GOAT. That's the GOAT. The NBA to me. Simple. But if y'all agree with me and enjoy this video or whatever, hit that like button. And the reason I sound like this a little bit is too because my nose is stuffed, so it's hard for me to breathe while I'm talking. Yeah, it is what it is. So I said my piece, like I said. But I'll see you guys later on with another video, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Comments, I don't care if you comment bad shit. I don't care. Like I said, I already agreed with most of y'all saying y'all would take Jordan over LeBron. Like I said, LeBron, he's not an offensive superstar. Like Like, he's not the one that's gonna just score first. He's more of a pass first. Like I said, that's why a lot of people would take Jordan or Kobe over LeBron, just because they're score first players and they can score. LeBron can do that too, but he's more of a facilitator. But at the same time, LeBron, like I said, he's not gonna be shooting the ball well if he isn't hitting his shots. But any given night that he's hot, he's in the 3-point shot. He's shooting as far as Steph Curry range type of shots. He's doing it all on the court. He's shooting anywhere on the court. You can't stop him. When he's hot, you can't stop him. Simple. And you can arguably say he's definitely competitive in terms of offense when you saying MJ and Kobe. So like I said, LeBron shooting the 3-ball better than Kobe and MJ ever did in their career. He's shooting anywhere on the court better than Kobe and MJ did ever in their career. His clutch performance percentage for a field goal percentage is even better than MJ and Kobe was in their career. LeBron is basically the better offensive player no matter what. Yeah, they had ways. Yeah, we fascinated by the dunks, the layups, and all that stuff that Kobe and MJ were doing. But LeBron, it doesn't matter. LeBron's gonna win that debate no matter what. He's just as good offensively too when he's hot. Whenever he's good and hot every night, it's over with it. Simple. Just him alone would run teams off the court. MJ and them would run teams off the court too, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to the finals, that's a different ball game. It ain't gonna be it's not gonna happen just because the playoffs is already more competitive than the regular season from the start. So this is way different. Yeah, in the regular season, any night LeBron can run any team off the court just like MJ and Kobe can. But when it comes down to it in games that actually matter, it's not gonna happen. Like I said, that's why MJ didn't win on his own. That's why MJ didn't really do much in the playoffs on his own. That's why Kobe didn't do much in the playoffs on his own until he got help and stuff like that. But that's the end of this video though. I hope y'all good at debating because I want to see what you guys have to say in the comment section because I'm ready all for it. Like I said, I gave y'all straight facts in this video. Ain't nothing that just come out of thin air. Everything is straight facts. LeBron's era was more competitive than MJ's era, talent-wise, just because, like I said, the point guards to the centers are more explosive and more athletic than the previous era's teams and stuff like that. The finals teams LeBron has played are far more better than, if not all, of the teams that Jordan has played in the finals. Simple. Except for Magic, yeah. Magic, had a dynasty. That team is nice as fuck. So I ain't gonna say all the teams LeBron played in the finals were better than the Lakers that MJ had played and shit like that. But it is what it is, though. This is the end of this video. I'll see you guys later on. Peace.
Again.